guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be an animal video. Because my throat, and I've sort of been talking for the last 15-20 minutes, it's sort of getting really croaky and stuff. I might do this video in 2 or 3 parts. So I'll start with one section and then I'll do another section and we'll go from there. Basically, I want to talk to you all about boarding your cat and dog in a kennel or a cattery versus pet sitting. So where someone comes into your house, looks after your dog and cat, or you take your dog or cat to someone's house to be looked after. And there are also a couple of other options I want to talk about as well. One I have mentioned before, and I've also done a video on it. So yeah, we'll take it from there. So I'll start with boarding kennels and catteries, and then if my voice just goes, I will do the pet sitting and other couple of ones at a later date or later on sometime today. Although the day is pretty much gone, it's like 4 o'clock or something like that. Anyway, I haven't got a lot of information to talk to you all about boarding kennels and catteries because I haven't really had much experience or much to do with them. So I'm sorry about that, but all I can say is just do your research like everything else. Go and see a few places and ask them where your cat and dog will be sleeping or spending most of its time. Also ask them if they walk their dogs, let their cats out of their cages for a little while, because I know a lot of vet surgeries do cat boarding as well, and Maddie had to go into one for a week, I think, because I was overseas for about a couple of months just visiting family. That was some time ago now. And I think my parents had to go away, so they had to put Maddie somewhere. So they just put them in a local vet surgery where they, one of their services, cat boarding, which I think is a great idea. So even if you wanted to do that, if you've got a cat, just check around your local vet surgeries to see if they do cat boarding, because I would probably feel safer knowing that Maddie's in, say, a vet environment, just in case anything happens. But yeah, just do your research, etc., etc. With boarding your cat and dog in a cattery or a kennel or a vet surgery, most vet surgeries won't take dogs, they just take cats. You will need to get or give them an updated vaccination certificate. It's just like a precautionary thing, so that they're vaccinated, and because there'll be other cats or dogs in the vicinity, so they don't want other people's dogs or your dog and cat to get infected and come back sick, and then you have to go, oh no, I have to take him to the vet, and then there's like another God knows how much money. But yeah, just do your research, have a look around, talk to family and friends, especially if they have had experience with putting their dog and cat into a cattery or a kennel, because they're probably the best ones to talk to about, and they can give you like good advice or bad advice, or say go here, don't go here, etc., etc. Prices may vary as well, so just make sure you check the prices of some cat, these places, and just find out which one suits you best. They might have like a special deal if you're away for say 7 or more days. They may have like a special deal that they can give you and stuff like that. And just ask them questions. If you have any concerns, ask them questions. If your dog or cat is on any special diet, I would highly recommend taking them with you once you've decided which cattery or kennel to go, that you're going to go to, and let the people know. I'm pretty sure most people in a cattery or kennel do need to have some sort of animal qualification. I know even some jobs I've looked at in the past, like, because I wouldn't mind working in a cattery or kennel or something like that if my allergies, subsided and I could. I'm pretty sure like when they've advertised for a job or something like that, you have to have at least a certificate 3 in animal studies. So, but yeah, just check that, especially if you are going for jobs or something like that in this industry. And yeah, so I won't say too much more. I'll leave it there. Do your research, check prices, and yeah, just I guess have a look around and see what you feel works best for you. I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you guys in the next section. Hey guys, so in this section I'm going to be talking about pet sitting. I may do this, I may do another section of this video as well. So I'll just do pet sitting and see how I go. And I might do the other bit at a later date or something like that. So basically pet sitting is another option if you're going on a holiday and you don't really want to put your dog or cat into a kennel or a cattery. So basically what happens is someone comes into your house, and you basically you meet them prior and you sort of tell them what to do, like their routine, their food routine, bed routine, stuff like that. They hand over your keys and voila, you have someone coming into your house looking after your dog and cat. The reason why people would probably use a pet sitter over going to a boarding kennel is because the cats and dogs are more at ease. They're less anxious and they're in their own environment, so they're just like pretty relaxed. So I would highly recommend getting a pet sitter, but I would highly recommend going through a reputable pet sitting company. I used to work for a really, really great company a few years ago. Now, I would go back to pet sitting if the pay was right and it was more hours or, permanent hours and my allergies had subsided, so it would allow me to do that. It's an absolutely great option. I even used to do house sits, so I'd stay overnight. I'd get there about 5 or 6 in the afternoon, stay overnight, especially with dogs, because you know how they bark and stuff like that. They can annoy neighbours and annoy people and stuff like that. So a lot of people would get me to stay overnight and look after their dogs that way. And then you've also got the security of someone being in your house, looking after your house as well. I think pet sitting would be a lot cheaper than a boarding kennel or a cattery. Don't get me wrong, it could be the same. I really don't know. You just have to do your research and price check and stuff like that, as per usual with the boarding kennels and stuff like that. I just think it's great because the cats and dogs aren't as anxious about going to a new environment. So yeah, that's just another option if you're looking for someone to look after your dog and cat. A lot of places these days, though, when you do go away, they allow you to take your dog and cat with you, which is great. Not all places are doing that, but quite a lot more these days are. So you do have that option as well. So you can always do, go online and do research as well. I know I keep saying research and research and research, and you do all this sort of stuff yourself, but you can. And obviously, I don't take Maddie with me when I go on a holiday. So what I basically do, and I've mentioned this before, is I've got a cat feeder, and this is primarily for just cat owners. Cats are pretty self-sufficient, so as long as you've got enough food for them, enough water, if you use a litter tray, if they use a litter tray, maybe put a couple of those out, just so they have a couple of toilets to go to the toilet and enough water, and you should be okay. Now, I don't tend to leave Maddie for more than a week. I don't like leaving her alone for that amount of time. Sometimes I'll get a friend or a cousin or someone to come in, maybe a couple of days just to check on her to see if she's okay. But because I've left her 3 or 4 times now by herself on short trips, I know that she's going to be okay. I still freak out, especially that she's getting older and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically your 3 options: boarding kennel, cattery, pet sitting, or if you are a cat owner, just to get a cat feeder. And yeah, that should be right, as long as they've got food and water and you've got someone looking after them, or yeah, you've got everything you need or what that you want. And it's all about personal preference, what you prefer to do. Your cat and dog should be okay, and back to, when you come home, they should be just as you left them, I guess you could say. So guys, good luck. I'll keep repeating myself, I know, but just keep doing your research, see which ones suit you. You can also sort of look around to see if any pet sitting companies take your dogs and cats in. So they might have some pet sitters that say, yeah, I'll take your dogs and cats in and look after them at my place, if you're a little bit concerned about people going into your house, which I know I would as well. So yeah. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll leave it there. Don't think I'll add any more onto this video or have much more to say, so I'm getting tongue-tied. Yeah, I'm going to head off and enjoy the rest of my afternoon and evening and get on with having some dinner. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.